Hey guys, Kamina the Koach here. Not as loud as normal because I'm at work, but I'm on break. So if you go tattle on me, you tell everybody I was on break. So I'm going to take my 15-minute break to talk about why I've decided I'm not going back overseas, at least not right now. So for those of you who have been following, or if you do know, you don't know, I spent the last 10 years working and teaching overseas in many different countries. And I've recently been offered to take over a small international school in Tanzania. I have officially decided not to go back overseas. And here's my reason why. In one of my videos, gosh, 2 years ago, or whenever I first started this channel, was the number one reason to not go abroad. And that was running from problems. And I think a lot of my videos that are advice are speaking to myself and things that I wish I would have known. And a very powerful quote is, wherever I go, there I am. There I am. And I've also discussed that I've done a lot of self-work, but I was attending to symptoms and not to the root cause. And my root cause is adoption. And I haven't had the courage until just recently to face that and look it in the eye. And this is not something that is a blink of an eye fix. And it's not something that I feel equipped to deal with well outside of the United States. Also, as a 42-year-old, I have struggled with interpersonal connections, and this is something I desperately want. And I am working on to foster healthy connections, being honest, having hard conversations. I just had my first hard one yesterday, and I really thank her for sticking by me and being very tolerant and understanding. It's very hard for me to be assertive without running. Usually I allow things to go on, and then I get so fed up that I just quit. I just shut the door, and that's not healthy, and I've had enough. I'm very lonely and in my personal life, and I want to change that. So I know a lot of people want to go overseas. Well, now they're trying to run from the United States, but a lot of people want to go overseas because they're travel fanatics, and that's never been me. I did travel a lot. I've lived and worked in a lot of different countries, but I'm not a travel fanatic. And being back in the United States, I do feel suffocated by the negative energy here, but I don't feel stifled not traveling. I don't like planes. I don't like airports. I don't like trains. I like being in the place once I get. I also don't like touristy things. I don't like large crowds. I like the beach, and that's it. I like the beach, and I don't like getting to the beach. I like to just plop me on the beach. So I can go to Florida for that, or I can go to Mexico, which is Mexico. Everybody knows Mexico has my heart. But this is my vow to stop running. And it is still my greatest hope to one day settle in Mexico. But I'm putting this out there in my community and in the universe. I'm not running anymore. It's time to sit still and attend to the major problem. And I feel like it is probably my calling to be more of a coach to adoptees and really work on legislation, or possibly coaching and counseling for adoptees. I was about to say I'm sorry I didn't do this earlier, but I believe I've done everything in my own time. But I do kind of believe that all the self-work I did up to now did prepare me for this, but it was almost futile because I was addressing the symptoms of the adoption trauma instead of addressing the adoption itself. So there were a lot of little traumas after that, but the adoption itself was what I needed the adoption trauma itself is what I needed to address. And, I'm a basket full of adoption issues. I'm transracial adoptee, meaning I was adopted by white people. I'm a late discovery adoptee, meaning I didn't find out I was adopted until I was 32. I was sexually molested by my adoptive family's biological son. I was homeless at 14. So a lot of trauma after the adoption, but the adoption was, I believe, the original trauma that I should have been addressing. So for those of you who are still interested in working and living abroad, I will do my best to keep abreast of situations, and not to say that if a wonderful opportunity came up for a short-term contract that I wouldn't take that, but for the moment, my priority is self-care, and I can't really help anyone adequately if I can't say that I'm okay. And right now, just being honest, I'm not okay. I'm not. Hug myself. Felt really emotional just then. I feel really emotional a lot right now. I have basically scraped open a scab, not a scab, a scar that I wasn't even fully aware was there. It's a lot. It's a lot. So this is my commitment to myself to sit still. I recognize that people still need help, so I will try to stay abreast of what's going on with the expatriate community and specifically teachers. I'm still an educator, but just in different ways. So I'll probably start designing programs for adoptees or something like that. But anyway, so that's just my update on where I stand with the Tanzania situation. And I'm just gonna sit still for a while. There's definitely beauty in being still, but it's not easy. So anyways, wishing you love, light, peace, and joy, Kamina the Koach, and I'll see you next time.